Hey guys, People Close Gamers, backtrack to Supergirl Season 2, Episode 16, Star-Crossed. So I'm finally back to do some TV show reactions, so thank you for your patience, and I'm back with Supergirl reactions after the last two being reviews. As far as I know, this is supposed to be, I think, the part one of the Flash Supergirl crossover. I don't really know. I have a feeling that most of the crossover, if it wasn't already confirmed, because I don't look into any of that news, is going to be in the Flash. And this episode is going to be very Supergirl-centric, and then kind of at the end, a la the 4-night crossover, it'll be like, you know, Barry shows up there or something, is like, I need your help, or some shit like that. So that's what I'm expecting. In terms of Supergirl, last episode we had a great episode. Unfortunately, I could not do a reaction to it. We had the whole idea of this exodus going on with Lillian Luthor, again trying another plan of hers to just... yeah, it's not right to deport people, but at least she wasn't killing them. She was just sending them off into space. Kind of the idea was to get them back to their own homes, to get them off the planet, make the planet for humans again. And Alex, it was a very Alex-centric episode of dealing with her father. She was then tricked by John, rightfully so. But her father, Jeremiah, was captured at the end by Cadmus, but he did turn back to our side, seemingly. And helped her, and then Alex almost got sent off to space, and one of the best moments for me in the show, and they use that music, you know the music I'm talking about, that they don't, you know, often use. The last time I could remember it was with the Red Tornado episode, like episode 6 last season, but they probably used it before, you know, after that. But, you know, Supergirl somehow stopped the ship incredibly hard, you know, pushed back so hard that it burst the engines. They had this moment of putting their hand on the glass. It was absolutely... just a really touching moment. I really enjoyed that. There was some good Alex-Maggie interactions. Kara was fired. She shared an article about kind of the alien exodus. She, you know, didn't really get proper sources. She didn't share it through, you know, Snapper and stuff like that. She just put it as a blog online, and I knew she was going to get fired, and she did, so she's kind of off in the wind. It was encouraged by Mon-El, but he's been a decent supporting character for her the last couple episodes. But at the end of the episode, we had this reveal of these weird people that now don't have to wear masks and gloves and armor. They said where they are is different, so maybe our sun's solar system, you know, the sun in our solar system makes them feel different, kind of like it gives Kara and Mon-El their powers, and Superman as well. So we'll have to see what's going on there. I have a feeling that that is Mon-El's parents, and he's actually the Prince of Daxam. A lot of people have been saying that, and I think that's going to be the truth. I don't think there's some kind of double, triple cross or something going on. So, without further ado, guys, I'm super excited for the episode. Here we go. Not anymore. See, you're not a reporter anymore, so we get to fix that intro? They're watching Game of Thrones? That's funny. At least they have that on their 38.
Yes.
Ah, maybe we're foreshadowing something. Oh my god. They fell asleep on the couch? That is so great. They're looking for Mon-El. There's a little crossover of universes. She-Hulk. A big-ass ship filled with a lot of dangerous aliens. Oh no. This is kind of reminds me of when Zod and the rest of the Kryptonians arrived on Earth in Man of Steel. It's very similar. Nope. Alright, advanced technology. Ship has shielding. Oh, cool! It's some kind of like water bubble thing. That's a cool weapon. How are you gonna get up there, Mon-El? You can't fly. Alright, and that's what they wanted. So he gave up. He doesn't want Kara to find out who he really is. Alright, Mon-El, time to go home and meet Mom and Dad. I'm assuming his Mom and Dad. She went in. Damn. All right, that's love there, but could get her killed.
Mother.
Yep, and it's his parents.
Father. My son.
Oh shit, is that Terry Hatcher? Is that? It looks like her. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong down below, but that really looks like Terry Hatcher. I didn't know she was in the show. But yeah, his parents totally expected that. Want them to explain why they don't have to be in the gear they are anymore. It's got to have something to do with the sun. I also assume that, I don't know if he knew it was going to be his parents, but I think he wanted to go up there because he knows there's something bad with the prince. You know, Kara said that the prince was kind of an a-hole, but now you've got to know him in a different light. Is she going to revert back to her old ways this season of hating Daxamites? How did this ship survive? Were they just off-world before everything happened? A lot of questions to be answered.
Queen Rhea and King Largand.
Yep, he's the prince. Knew that was coming.
Makes you...
Yep.
The prince.
Not a big shock there. I wonder how she's gonna feel. Yep, that's that smile a girl gives when they're secretly, but not so secretly pissed. Mon-El, you better be scared. Look at everyone around him. They're like, what the fuck? He's gotta be fun to work with. Yeah, Starry Night. Van Gogh.
Well, that classic went missing from the museum.
Ah, shit.
Stole a Van Gogh?
Oh, we're accusing Lyra of stealing? Yeah, she got erased from the video. Oh, maybe she's been playing them the whole time.
Kryptonians in capes since you fled Daxam.
I would be. Do you see what Kara looks like? Ah, so the transmission he sent out brought them. Kind of like Superman. What he did in Man of Steel.
We gave them a path.
Yeah, I don't think you can justify slavery.
To make Daxam great again.
Oh god, another great again reference. It's like another thing going on in this show.
Yes, I would love to hear that.
I like the forks, they're two-pronged. He wasn't a hero. He pushed someone out of the pod to get in, right? That's what probably happened. Okay. See how the situation's reversed? Because he was the bodyguard in his vision, and now we're flipping it. That's cool. I like that storytelling. So his bodyguard did save him. He didn't, like, throw someone out, but he did throw a Kryptonian out, or the bodyguard did, and killed him. So it's not really a heroic escape or something he likes to remember. Oh, this is not going to be a good conversation.
This changes everything.
Does it?
You let it. You benefit.
Yeah, I guess that's not a good look.
I can't even look at you.
Yeah, that's gonna be tough to explain. Kind of blew up in your face. I see both sides. I can't blame Mon-El not for telling her more because look how she reacted to just thinking he was a regular Daxamite, never mind the prince. And he just wanted to be a regular person. It seems like, here's the thing. Was he having these feelings while he was on Daxam? Doesn't seem like it. He was just sleeping with a girl. However, beside that, if he was having these feelings of like, I don't like this slavery, I don't like being in this life, I don't like my parents, and then this gave him the opportunity, I get it. On the other side, he might just be trying to fit in, look better because of the pretty girl. He's evolved a little bit, sure, but all this lying, you know, and all this bickering, again, is not healthy for the relationship if there even is going to be one after this. And, yeah, his parents seem like a, kind of a piece of shit. They're trying to justify slavery there on that world. You know, we see it as freeing them from greater hardship. So they seem like those type of people. I like the whole story transition of now from his vision to the actual vision. It got flipped in the shirt colors they're wearing and the actions that took place. It was not too far off. The guard did save his life. He didn't do anything fucked up. The guard really did. But it was his duty to save someone of royalty. I mean, we've had that in even our own history. It's just not as modern. And I assume in Earth 38's history. So that's pretty interesting. And then this whole weird B subplot of Wynn, as Lyra had been using him the whole time. She stole Starry Nights. Want to know how he's going to get into this. I'm assuming that one phone call is going to be Alex. Yep, I knew she was going to be the one phone call. Damn, does he even quote us on this earth?
You certainly have a type.
Yeah, he's now been screwed twice. He's been screwed twice by girls. Wynn's life just sucks.
Please don't point to where they are.
Yes, agree with Alex.
So I have an invisible girlfriend. So she used your tech skills.
Hey, Manti Teo. Stop, Kara, please. You're gonna break their hands.
Okay, enough with your overenthusiasm.
I can't, Kara, please.
I hate him right now. I
Yeah, seems like a weekly occurrence with her, Mon-El.
For a fresh start.
It's Good point.
Talk to him.
Sister
Give him a
Alex,
chance to explain.
giving us the rationality. There you go. Shit. It would not be a good idea to shoot the Queen of Daxam. Yeah, she's basically going to tell you back off of my son so he comes home. That's basically how that's going to go.
I prefer the term leadership skills.
Alien racism. Still alive and well. But, hey, she asked kind of nicely. Totally expected her to, oh, we found Lyra. Totally expected her to tell Mon-El to come back. Make him the new ruler. Ouch. Yeah, Win, accept it. Get her arrested. Move on with your life. Start having better taste in women. We should have brought Alex too. We should have brought Alex as more backup because Alex would handle those guys in 2 seconds, and then we could bring Lyra in, who appears that she's pretty strong. So we're gonna need more than just Jimmy's guardian. Not unsurprising, the whole conversation between Kara and I don't know the queen's name, but the queen. She wants her son back. She wants the son as the new face kind of leadership, which makes sense because Daxam died under their watch, or, you know, was turned into a barren wasteland. Let's start to kind of renew with a new face. Making Mon-El into that totally makes sense. I do believe that Mon-El kind of is under Kara's spell. However, I don't think he's going to leave. And yeah, I mean, his mom's right as well that Kara is looking at him differently now that she sees him as Daxamite royalty. So that should be an interesting conversation between the two of them. Win's in some deep shit right now. I do think Lyra kind of set him up, but I know they're going to take this total route of like, she actually did develop feelings for him or some bullshit. Let's just move on, get him a decent girl, and, you know, have Win have a happy life for once. And we're gonna leave, and we're gonna leave Win to capture Lyra. All right. And Jimmy, you can't take down 2 thugs? Thank you. Thank you. The only trained, actual, decent person in this situation. Thank you, Alex. 2 seconds. That's what it took. All right, Jimmy. Saving her. Appreciate it. And now they're gotten away. We can still get Lyra.
You have no idea what you've done.
So it's gonna be a situation where she got forced into stealing the Peyton, so she's not really that bad, guaranteed.
A thief, too. That's the truth.
She's also a survivor, apparently. He's dead. Yep, so we made her into kind of a good character who's doing something for family. She's not all bad. Oh god, that's a terrifying guy. Alright, so we're bringing back Fort Ross prisoners, that's cool. And we can't give away Starry Night. That's a horrible idea. This is not good, Win.
Forgives the guy for whatever dumb thing he's
I
done.
had a nice chat with
It's a good try, Mon-El.
The second chance you were given?
You have a chance to rebuild your planet
You were the last
and your people.
and you're just start acting like it.
She's not wrong, Mon-El. I know that's not what he wanted to hear. He wants to stay with her or maybe change his ways, but I think it really has to do just with Kara. But don't know how they're going to resolve this whole situation. I don't like that Win is just completely trusting Lyra, because I don't think she's conning him again just because it's a TV show. But she very well could be. Like that they brought back the whole Fort Ross prisoner thing, because I've been wondering, like, a lot of people escaped. And we haven't talked about that, you know, since the end of season 1. So it's nice that that's coming back and this guy is running some kind of art crime ring thing going on. Thankfully, Alex saved Jimmy and Win, because no one could do anything seemingly in this show without Alex. Like, Jimmy, how am I supposed to take you seriously as a hero when you can't beat up 2 thugs? Even if they have an alien weapon, there's still 2 regular people. So, like, come on, man. It's not the real one, is it? Nope. Guaranteed.
Try breaking some titanium alloy.
Alright, there you go, Guardian. That was a pretty cool line. Cool flip.
That usually works.
Nah, this is a big dude. We need Kara and or Alex.
It's so annoying.
He's not wrong on that. Cool.
Are you?
Alright, we're making some dangerous but slightly heroic choices. Alright, cool. Mesh netting can come out of his suit. That's cool. Alright, and the DEO. Thank you, and thank you, Alex. We need a backup. And we took down a crime ring. Cool.
Nice job, guys. It was brutal.
That's my girl. Alright, not bad. Maybe we're redeeming her character. She got her brother back. We'll see if we can trust her. I guess we can, maybe, but they're still con artists. Good job, Win. Good job, DEO team and Alex and John. Good job there. And actually, Jimmy, for a pretty strong alien, seemingly, Jimmy did a pretty good job holding up against the guy. He has some kind of mesh netting in his suit and some other cool things. He did a cool Prometheus-like flip. So, for the moment, I'll let it go. He held his own.
You're a good egg, Sawyer.
Don't.
Leave before I throw you into holding for fun.
Yeah, don't touch Maggie like that. That's not going to go over well.
I have better places to go.
Yeah.
Almost as good as I do.
Yeah, they love fucking with poor Win. That's why they make such a good team. Maybe Kara's gonna get some advice. And there you go. The reason for Win's storyline, to give Kara insight into her own life. Got that right.
I love you.
Look at Chris Wood showing that emotion in this scene. That's a different shade of his acting. I think she can. She can see the good in him. I think in some ways she can. Maybe she needs X-ray vision to see it.
No, it's over.
Damn. You had to see that coming, though. You just told her that you don't know if he could give her the whole truth. You keep giving these maybes, what ifs, and now poor Kara's heartbroken. But you keep giving these what ifs. What do you expect her to act like? I mean, come on.
It's the best thing that's ever happened to me. The best.
Got that right. They're gonna send him to Daxam, aren't they? Oh shit, what if they do? It's a barren wasteland there if they do that. That's the portal opener.
The Cisco fellow and I would just be BFFs.
Yes, they would be! Please meet.
If I could use it.
He's back, alright.
I've been looking for you.
It isn't everyone these days. Yep. Cool. He's gonna turn her into a singing machine. Alright, so that was his plan. So he's aware of other worlds. That's cool. She's gonna be doing a lot of singing in the next couple days, guys. So get ready for that. She looks good. Come on, we know Melissa Benoist can sing. She's a former Glee star, so here you go, girl. Here's your chance. Damn it, and they're gonna make us wait till next episode. Alright, that's cool. I like that. I figured it would be at the end of the episode. And I'm assuming that's Music Meister, so I guess we'll find out next episode. But that was good. Alright guys, so that was my reaction there to Supergirl Season 2, Episode 16, Star-Crossed. And I really enjoyed this episode. I like the kind of A storyline going on more than the B storyline. It's not the greatest episode of the season ever. But I like this episode. I think the reason why I like it is because it had interesting things, some good comedy moments, but it set up things really for this crossover coming up and for kind of the future, the rest of this season, because I think we're going to deal a lot with the people of Daxam. So for me, there's three main points of the episode. It's the Prince of Daxam, Mon-El, and all the things that had to do with him, from his parents, his relationship with Kara, and so on and so forth. The second main point of the episode here is Win and Lyra. And then the third main point of the episode is the Flash crossover. Was that Music Meister? I guess we'll find out next episode. So starting with the first main point, yeah, the Prince of Daxam. I think this is a thing that a lot of us seen coming. It was almost as obvious, not as obvious, but almost as obvious as Julian being Alchemy in the Flash. I'm sorry if I just spoiled that for you. It's been like 4 or 5 months, so get it together. But yeah, pretty obvious. He's the prince. He's the son of these two weird people that have been following him. We did not explain the fact of why they don't need the gear they're in. I'm just going to assume that they're never going to explain it, and it's just because of the sun and the solar system that they are in. Very interesting things with Daxam here. It seems that there is people scattered across the galaxy. You have to remember, Krypton blew up. And when Krypton blew up, the pieces of Krypton destroyed Daxam and basically made volcanoes erupt and the place go crazy and just, you know, kind of destroying the environment, and it became a barren wasteland. But the planet itself is still there. So it can be rebuilt, and it's been what we would assume is a number of years. I mean, Kara was what, in the Phantom Zone for, I don't know, what, 13 years, I want to say? 11 years? I think it was 11 years, right? Because she left the planet of Krypton at 13, and I think at the start of the show she's supposed to be 24. So I'm pretty sure she was there like 11 years. No, but then, yeah, because she's grown up 11 years on Earth, but then she's been there. So she's been there a while, even more than 11 years, let's say, from then to now. So it is possible that if it's been 20-something years that the planet could have corrected itself. I don't think it would have been that quick, but this is an alien planet. I like that the parents want him to lead because he's the new face, that they, even though it wasn't their fault, under their watch, maybe they should have been paying attention to Krypton and kind of the telling signs that that place was going to explode. Under their watch, the planet was destroyed. So it makes sense to put the new face there, to have kind of new leadership. I thought for a second there he was going to take up the role at the end of the episode, but he said he was going to take a new approach. There's no more slavery. This is how it's going to go. Yes, Kara did have an effect on me, and I'm going to show her how much of an effect by changing the planet of Daxam for the better. Maybe he'll do that at the end of the season. But no, that did not end up being the case. You can see the struggle once again between Krypton and Daxam and kind of the prejudice they have toward each other. I do understand Kara getting upset finding out he's the prince, not only because he was lying, but because he's the one responsible. He was one of the people leading and not speaking up. He's in a position of power. So I was kind of like, you know, you can't blame him for not saying anything. And then I still don't blame him for that, but I get why she's even more mad because, look, he's in a position of power. He's one of the people instituting the slavery, at least benefiting from it. So I totally understand that point. I totally understand the end of the episode, them breaking up, because he told her right there that she said, are you going to, you know, really start being totally honest with me? And he was like, I don't know if I can be, or something along those lines. So if you're telling her right to the face, that's the case of what's going on in your relationship, and it's been toxic. I've said, and many people have said since the beginning, you can't blame her for wanting to end that. She's been hurt before. She just lost her job. She was just happy. Now all this got taken away from her. Mon-El's really, he stayed, which is not going to go over well with his parents, and he's going to have to do a real big job of kind of building himself back up in her eyes again, and really mean it and to be permanent this time. So we'll have to see how that goes. The more and more that kind of happens, I know he's a comic book character, the more and more I think this show is going to do something different and build him up, redeem him, and then kill him in the season finale to kind of just also, you know, our heroes never could have happiness. So I'm interested to see if they'll do that. It's kind of just a theory I'm having, so let me know what you think of that down below. I like kind of the Man of Steel kind of references in here, basically. Not directly, but his signal that went out to Daxam is what attracted the ship, the same way that Kal-El in Man of Steel in the 2013 one, you know, the 2013 Superman movie, him activating the scout ship brought Zod and the rest of the Kryptonians. Same thing. Also, same thing, even though Zod wanted the Codex, he wanted to restart Krypton. He wanted to restart it on Earth, and we don't know fully their plans. It seems like they want to go back to Daxam, so it's a little bit better of a plan in terms of not mass genocide on the planet, but they wanted Kal-El's help. They wanted him to come back. In this case, they want Mon-El to come back and restart the planet, because it's still there, unlike Krypton, and, you know, kind of lead the people. So I like those analogies. These CW shows, you know, we had Legends of Tomorrow making seemingly a reference to Donald Trump. Here, there's been several references in Supergirl. I think they said nasty woman a few episodes ago. In this episode, they say make Daxam great again. So it's a little weird, but it's also funny that they're kind of poking fun at kind of, I guess, the right and the president, at least the president. So that's kind of some funny stuff. As long as it doesn't get too political, don't have a problem. But yeah, that I thought was a funny line throughout the episode. I'm interested to learn more about Mon-El's parents and I want to know how this whole Kara and Mon-El thing is going to get resolved, seeing that he stayed at the end, not going to go over well with his parents, and then he caught Kara as whatever happened to her, and we'll get to that in the third main point. I guess he's going to be in the crossover. How is the crossover going to be? We'll have to find out going forward. But yes, like the introduction of kind of the Daxamite royalty and seeing how many of them there actually are. The second main point here is Lyra and Wynn. So this is kind of a there was points in the first main point with Kara and Mon-El where I was like, you know, if anyone's been watching this channel, I'm not a big fan of their relationship. And by the way, that acting that Chris Wood did at the end of the episode was excellent. That's some of the best material he's done in the show. The emotion he displayed. So that was really excellent. And the conversation with his parents as well. But I didn't care so much about it. I wanted to learn more about actually how Kara's doing, because now she's, poor girl's heartbroken, and the Daxamite people. Kind of the same thing here with Lyra and Wynn, is I want Wynn to have more stories, but you know, outside of it, it's this relationship story, and that's fine, but now Lyra's a con artist who wanted to steal a Van Gogh painting, but then it turns out that I knew they were going to do this. I said during the episode, she's not all bad. She was doing it to save her brother. So I guess, assuming we could trust her going forward, that they're going to have some kind of relationship, maybe the brother's there, who knows what's going to happen. I wasn't a particular huge fan of that storyline. It's a very cliche, overdone thing, especially in these CW shows that, oh, he double-crossed us, but he was doing it for the right reasons, to protect a family member or something else. Not necessarily that I hate it, but it's just such an overdone thing. This episode, the whole Lyra thing, I've been kind of like, she's cool, she's kind of badass, because that's been undeniable. Her relationship with Wynn, I'm like, I can take it or leave it. I know a lot of people liked it, but I felt like it was being forced down our throats, and I think one of you guys commented a few videos ago that it feels like they've been forcing Lyra down our throats, and that seemed to be totally the case. And now to turn her in kind of a criminal villain type-esque thing who's now going to be redeemed, a little weird. I don't like, again, you know, Wynn, you know, you commented has a type with the you know, female fatale, you know, the con artist kind of type. We saw how it worked out with, you know, Siobhan, I believe her name was, last season, who ended up turning out to be Silver Banshee. That was kind of her legacy, and now we had this situation. So I'm just hoping for better things for Wynn, for him to be a little bit smarter. His interactions with Maggie throughout the episode were great. I was happy that Alex and Jimmy, but even more so Alex, came to his defense, because they're hard on each other, especially Alex is hard on Wynn a lot of times, but she is his friend. She even said that in the episode, and she came to his defense when the chips were down, and at the end of the episode, kind of the joking and things like that, Wynn taking it a little bit too far. Maggie's like, I'm going to throw you in a holding cell just for fun, and then them both like saying like, oh, you know, you mess with him just as much as I do. So I like that they care about Wynn, but they kind of do it in their own way. And hopefully, you know, Wynn can have some better choices going forward and stop being a little bit, you know, he's such a genius, so he should stop being stupid there. And I think Kara and him had some cool interactions in this episode, and kind of the whole reveal of why the plot was, it wasn't just to, you know, of the, you know, B storyline, it wasn't just for Wynn and Lyra, it was so Kara could realize, maybe I should forgive someone that lied to me, and that, you know, you have to be willing to, you know, whatever Wynn said, you know, willing to, you know, measure that basically and see, are you, you know, do you love this person enough? Are you willing to look past that stuff, or willing to let them redeem themselves or forgive them? She did at the end of the episode, rightfully so, but that's kind of what the Wynn storyline was for. But overall, it was okay. I take it or leave it. Want to see where it goes going forward. It definitely keeps me intrigued, but we'll have to see about this Lyra character. There was also, you know, when Kara was trying to hide her feelings, not really well, Alex could always tell. Those whole kind of Super Friends and Nancy Drew comments, hilarious, love that stuff. And then the third main point of the episode here for me is the Flash crossover. So I'm going to assume that was Music Meister at the end of the episode. I will obviously find out. I'll probably be reacting to the other episode of the Flash episode today, so you don't have to let me know down below, but I'm assuming that's Music Meister. Interesting powers. He kind of has similar powers from what I've known in animated television. I've never read him in a comic book, but kind of he hypnotized them, so I guess it's not, I thought it was going to be like he hypnotizes them, forces them into some kind of, you know, into their own reality, but they just can never stop singing. Very interesting that it seems that they're going to be in some kind of alternate reality illusion. Maybe Kara and Barry are going to be passed out the whole time. Don't know how that's going to work. But I'm assuming we're going to get our first Supergirl Flash true crossover because, you know, Supergirl only crossed over to Barry's universe and met everyone, and Barry crossed over to her universe. I want to see some of these characters meet. You know, Wynn even commented, you know, I think me and this Cisco guy would be best friends, and many of us have been saying that since Flash and Supergirl crossover in Supergirl Season 1. So I hope they meet. I hope John, you know, meets the team and everyone meets each other, and I think there'll be some great fun moments. I think we can have some cool action. I'm not particularly a big musical guy, so I don't know how I'm going to feel about that, but I'm really excited for the crossover overall. Very interesting as well that Kara was going to go visit Barry in general, even before the Music Meister, maybe, whoever the villain was, came in, assuming it was the Music Meister. Very interesting that she was going to kind of take a vacation away from Mon-El and everything by literally not going to Metropolis and visiting her cousin, going to another universe when Barry has a lot of shit going on in his own destruction of his relationship with Iris and Savitar and all this other shit going on. So that's very interesting. I would like to see them hang out more as friends or maybe somehow interdimensional call each other. Also, the other main point I want to, you know, little main point I want to point out here, very interesting that that villain at the end, who I'm assuming is Music Meister, knows about Kara, fine, but knows about the Flash 37 Earths away. So can he see through interdimensional portals, I guess? Are they going to explain that? Is he kind of also, they're making him into some kind of fifth dimensional being? Kind of like a Mr. Mxyzptlk. I think Kara's going to get sick of men who keep wanting to put her into kind of a fantasy and come after her in a loving kind of way. So that should be interesting going forward. If that is Music Meister, kind of sad that it's not Neil Patrick Harris like he voiced the character in the animated series, like there was animated Batman. But this guy seems to fit the part. We'll have to see going forward there. So overall, guys, that's kind of my thoughts here on Supergirl Season 2, Episode 16, Star-Crossed. Let me know what you thought of this episode down below. Your likes, your dislikes, any Easter eggs I missed. What did you think of the introduction or reveal that Mon-El, the not-so-subtle reveal that Mon-El was the Prince of Daxam, the introduction of the Daxamites in general, and kind of the parents? Was that Terry Hatcher? I'm pretty sure that was her. So how do you feel about all that stuff? The future relationship, I guess, of Kara and Mon-El going forward? Do you think Kara was in the right there at the end of the episode? What did you think of Chris Wood's kind of acting throughout the episode? The whole Lyra thing, can we trust her going forward? Was it too cliche for you? Commenting on, I guess, a little bit, there was some great Alex and Maggie little moments in this episode. So I like that, so let me know what you think of that down below. Kind of Jimmy in this episode having more to do. Not fighting is great, but he did pretty good against that Fort Roz prisoner, so let me know what you think about that. And what are your expectations here for this kind of Flash crossover going forward? I would love to hear your thoughts and kind of any other thoughts, prediction, theories you have in the episode. Please let me know them down below. As always, though, no spoilers. Like the video, subscribe, share with your friends if you'd be so kind. And until next week is Supergirl, guys. Thanks for watching.